I'm Bryce,
And I'm Beckers.
and we're the CEOs of Corp, the greatest video game company ever. You know those video games you love? You played hours on end and just couldn't get enough of, and might have secretly turned your computer into a Bitcoining machine? Yeah, we made those.
Okay. After our massive successes, we decided to pull back the curtain on game development and let you, our loyal consumers, see just how we come up with our great game ideas in this podcast. You can hear a video game go from just an idea to a massive commercial and critical hit before your very ears. You can even be an official Game Make Corp intern by sending in a game idea for us to use for our own evil wishes.
So, Beckers, I think it's about time for us to start getting those video game dollars. So, why don't we start off with some ideas?
Perfect.
Now, our team back in the lab came up with this one for us. House MD Simulator, but you know nothing about medicine and have to hope no one finds out. Now, Beckers, have you seen the TV show House MD?
Oh, yes.
Now,
I loved it.
Now, I think this is a great idea because we got that already built-in audience of people who like House, but also I feel like that gives our players a little bit of wiggle room because, as you probably know, House gets it wrong about 4 or 5 times before he actually figures it out. So I feel like you have some wiggle room about not knowing how medicine works.
Perfect. It's like you get a few free tries before you actually have to
Yeah.
sink right into it. Plus, you actually have doctors working for you, so you can kind of fake it till you make it.
Yeah, you could be like, "Hey, if you had to solve this problem, what would you do?" And then, but you can't use that move too much because they'll be like, "Do you know medicine? Do you know what you're doing?" So I think you load up the game, and they just wheel in a patient, and you have like a chart of like guy's stomach hurts and his left ear doesn't work, and then you can just click anywhere on his body and you'll just have like all of the options, like chop off his ear or like remove spleen. You have no idea what any of the things will do to his body because you don't know medicine, and you just get to take some cracks at it to see what happens.
Excellent. You can go ahead and try injecting random drugs.
Yeah, just anything you can do at a hospital. Just scroll through. Yep, chop off foot. Put in some penicillin. You know other medicines. Use those.
Yeah, do those medicines, the other ones. So I wonder if it would have lasting effects. Like if you take out their spleen and now they're dying of an infection because you didn't know what you were doing when you did that. I wonder... I mean, there's not a lot of coming back from some of these things you can do to a person.
Yeah.
So do you get to start over when you fail?
No.
No? Okay.
Like, you might have eventually figure out, actually, he just had a cold the entire time.
Yeah.
But now he's actually dying because you did remove both of his lungs.
Oh, man. I should have known removing the lungs wasn't the right answer.
I thought he had 3. What do I know?
Right. I wonder if you have an advantage at this game if you actually do know something about medicine.
I think so. Like if you were an actual doctor, you can play the game and just do great every time. But if you're just Joe Blow who likes this show House MD because 11's a hot lady, then
she is.
Or no, it's 13. I'm thinking of Stranger
13.
Things.
Oh my God, you're right. Oops. I was like, why did 11 sound so right though? Yep, 13.
All the cool girls on TV got number-based names. Mm-hmm. I think that is a very good contender, but Beckers, do you have some game ideas to throw at me?
The next one I was very interested in was Kingdom Hearts, but with anime.
Now, Kingdom Hearts is a great video game series, but I think we can all agree that all games are improved by some anime.
Absolutely. I think it just adds to the whole drama of the thing. Anime is really good at drama and angst.
Now, as the world knows, Kingdom Hearts takes the original characters of Sora and Riku, who were pretty anime to begin with, and you visit different Disney worlds, and you get to hang out with some Final Fantasy characters. Now, and the Disney worlds are from Disney movies. So, which animes are going to make our Kingdom Hearts game?
So I think the number one that has to be included would be Naruto. I think that'd be super easy to make. And I think going to like a ninja world would be really, really easy to incorporate in just about any game, which is why the series got so big. So I think that'd be good.
Okay. You know me. I totally know about the Naruto's and his cool ninja abilities.
Right, exactly.
And how his biggest enemy is anti-Naruto. Mm-hmm. And they go on the adventures, and then sometimes anti-Naruto shows up. Actually, and then they have to go swiper no swiping, but
and his princess was in another castle.
Yeah, totally.
Every time.
I think it'll go great in our Kingdom Hearts game because everybody loves those references. Other animes, which include other things like Pokemon. That's an anime.
That would work. That'd be a good one.
I mean, I feel like there might be some brand confusion of like, aren't you just playing Pokemon now? But it is technically an anime, so I feel like it's allowed. We can get away with
like
it.
It going from a game to an anime back to a game, sorta. But I guess Final Fantasy is a game that they just pulled into the other games, so that works.
I mean, no matter what, you're playing a video game, and sometimes other video games will be there, so it's cool. It's Perfect. Cool. I mean, Pokemon could be our Final Fantasy. Like, you could go to the Naruto world, and then, like, suddenly Ash Ketchum's there, and be like, hey, guys, remember that time when I hung out with Pikachu? And then I had this crazy dream, and Pikachu like spoke with his human voice. Good times.
I think that would work. Excellent.
We got some other animes that we could use.
Oh yeah.
I know a little bit about my great coworker and fellow CEO Beckers, and I feel like she might want to include some superhero type things, maybe some that anime that I can't think of right now, but I'm sure
My Hero Academia, my favorite.
That's that good one that she likes.
Oh, I love that one. It's so good. Okay, yeah. Everyone's got a superpower. Basically, the best video game ever.
I feel like, so Kingdom Hearts really works cool because you get, like, they're all the movies, so they got the villain there, and you gotta deal with the villain at some point. And My Hero Academia is a very clear villain. We haven't seen him, but we know he's there. We'll see him eventually. We'll put our own little picture of what he looks like in our game, and then the anime will have to change based around our game because we have made him ours. We're bigger than them now.
Yes, exactly. They'll have to make sure they match us.
Yes. We are the definitive My Hero Academia experience, and they have to match our thing. Why don't we go to a different game though? Because
I think it's pretty clear that one's a home run, so I think we're ready to go.
Now, Harper 1000 gave us a pretty good game, and it's a picture with a guy's face and says, "Let Chad help you get home on time." Now, Beckers, I want you to just picture yourself. It's late night. You've been drinking, but you got to be places. You got to get home because you've made some promises that you have to keep. So you got to let Chad get you home on time. Now, what is your first step? What do you do to get home?
You call Chad?
Okay. Okay. Chad shows up. He says, "Put on this clown mask." Yes or no?
I think I'm gonna call somebody else at this point, but sure, yes, let's do it.
Okay. Now, because calling someone else, that's not letting you let chat help you get home on time.
That's quitting the game. So okay, all right.
Chat knows what's best about getting you home on time. Now you've got the clown mask on. Chad hands you a gun. You still on board?
I feel like we're about to rob a bank, Chad.
Now remember, Chad needs to get you home on time. This is very important to the video game experience. Like, if you ever go against Chad's wishes, that's not gonna work out great. Chad does need you to get home on time. Mm-hmm. So, do you take the gun?
I guess I take the gun.
Okay.
I feel like Chad's kind of pressuring me into taking this gun, but I take the gun.
Okay, you've got the clown mask. You've got the gun. Now, you do have to go to a convenience store to pick up some things. It's just Chad just needs some things from the convenience store. No, you cannot take off the mask or leave the gun in the car.
I feel like the police are going to be called.
But you do need to go in there. And Chad did forget his wallet at home. So can you please pick up maybe some sodas, a glove warmer. I don't know what that is, but he needs one. And maybe just everything in the register.
Right, everything in the register too.
These are all important ingredients to get you home on time.
So really, it's a game where anything can happen, but you're kind of stuck to this Chad person.
Yes. every time you load it up, you're gonna have a different adventure with Chad. Sometimes you go to Chad's grandma's birthday party, but at the end of all the game experiences, you are home on time. Chad is very thorough. He makes sure no matter what happens, no matter how many cop cars are chasing you, you get home on time.
Excellent. No matter how many stars are lit up on your screen, like Grand Theft Auto, no matter how high your heat score is, you're going.
He's like the driver in the movie, but like you're not the driver. Chad is the driver, and Chad is in charge of this video game experience. You really have very little control over the video game. It's mostly just a Chad-based video game.
Right. So it's like a story game.
Kind of, and really you just will have every time Chad is like, "Hey, do this," we'll have yes or no on the screen. But every time you click no, nothing happens.
Oh my god.
You really just have to go with Chad's wishes on this one.
You really just had to do what he wants, because then he's like, well, then I couldn't get you home on time.
This isn't Chad get you home whenever you want to go. This is Chad on time video game experience.
Excellent.
I think
Doki Doki Literature Club.
I have not played that, but it sounds like a game we probably will make eventually. From what I hear about it. Do you have any other game ideas for me?
Absolutely. Let's see. My personal favorite that I've been looking at is Pooping at Your Girlfriend's House, a Telltale game. The toilet will remember that from Whoop Shit.
Perfect name. How are you picturing this? I imagine for you it would be your boyfriend's place, but I mean maybe regardless of your gender, it's still your girlfriend's house, and you have to take a poop. How do you picture this playing out?
So the first thing I picture is something like those games where you have to sneak through like a prison or something, and there's guards with flashlights, and you can't be seen on your way around. So I figure it's kind of like that, but it's in a domestic house setting, and the people are like your girlfriend and her family, and you're just trying to like sneak around walls and get through doors and not be caught. I'm not. What do you think about that?
I think that can work, and I think like as you progress, you get harder difficulties. Like first time it's just like you and your girlfriend, so there's only really one person in the house, and you can get to the bathroom pretty easy. But and also this is in no way Telltale, because Telltale is just kind of like story stuff. This seems like a
By
very
the way,
like
I have no idea what Telltale is, so maybe that's the next part that I'm missing.
Telltale's the people who make Walking Dead game and the like story-based games.
Okay.
I know you only play Corp games, but yeah, there's other game companies, they do bad games. We're the good company.
Yeah. I listened to...
Yeah, so I'm from what you have described, I believe this is more of a sneaking based game, and
completely different.
Yeah, like Sneak King from the Burger King people. They made a sneaking based game. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so for first mission. These are missions now. Mm-hmm. And first time just you and your girlfriend. Early date, maybe third date, you're over at her house, you're watching a movie. She's already distracted. She's watching the movies. It's easy for you to slip out to the bathroom. Just be like, oh, I need to make a phone call, whatever. Totally not pooping. Don't worry about it. But as the game progresses, it gets harder. Like mission 5, it's Thanksgiving. There's people all over that house. You gotta slip by Uncle John without anybody knowing about that bathroom. And like what is a food that makes you really need to go to the bathroom?
Anything spicy.
Okay, we got some real spicy mission like 8 or something. It's just like chili eating competition.
Like she made you try Indian food for the first time, and
yeah,
you got the spicy curry.
So now there is a timer. You have to get to that bathroom without anybody seeing. And if you don't, it's not going to be well for you. This is
then
not.
You lose.
Yes, you lose everything. You have to. There is permadeath.
It's a breakup. Yeah, that's the loss.
You have to start completely fresh with a new girlfriend if you lose that mission.
And everything's the same. The girlfriend character just looks different.
We swap out the hair color and it's good.
Yeah, yeah. And then there could be some sort of element where you have to like spray something to cover the smell. So you have to like go to this room and find something. Multiple steps.
Yeah. Get some poopery branding on there.
Oh my gosh, yes. Exactly. That's perfect. Make that cash money.
Yeah, that's how you get the real money. Get those brands involved. We'll be making this for poopery. Be like, hey, why go through all this effort to be sneaking around the house? Just buy some poopery, and bam, we and we still sell the game for a full $60. So we're getting the branding money, we get the gamer money, and just all the dollars are now ours, and we are more rich than that one time that we got all of the monies.
Oh my gosh, even more than that time? Awesome.
That was a good time until one of us, I won't name names, did take all the monies and go on a Jamaican vacation. And also we didn't actually make the game that we told everyone we were making. People should really stop backing us on Kickstarter. Really, like after the 8th time we didn't make the game we said, they probably should have figured that one out.
I know. That was a good vacation, though.
I'm sure it was. So I've got an idea. So I'm a big fan of the story-focused walking simulator genre. You know, you're going through your family house and you're finding all these knickknacks and story is unfolding. Like maybe you used to be an alien or something. You got to get to the end to find out the big revelation. And you're just casually walking through, looking at stuff. And then suddenly, a guy shows up with a sword and starts chopping at you. Just chopping. Turns out it's another player from a different version of the game, and he has come to invade your game, and you have to defend yourself against this player. Or else you'll never find out about the mystery of your family.
Awesome. So is it like something where you're the only one who's in the story and other people can come into your story and kill you? Or stories being parallel and crossing where there's a murder that happens in the middle.
No, it's like Dark Souls. So you'll be playing single player, you'll be fighting in Dark Souls, you'll be playing single player, fighting dragons all by yourself, and then suddenly somebody else has invaded your game, and now you're gonna fight that dude while the dragon's also over there. But this is a walking simulator where you're not in any danger. You're just chill, just having a good time learning about the story. And then a guy with a sword does show up, and you do have to worry about that happening the entire game. Because if you do die, you do have to start the entire game over.
Wow, that would get tedious, I think. So we could have an extra life option.
Yeah, what is
maybe maybe the way that you get to keep playing is if you invade someone else's game and kill them.
Yes, or if you pay $1, you can be revived and can continue your progress. So
that's always an option,
yeah. Really, you can get extra lives from killing other players, or you could just give us some dollars, and we will let you continue and find out that big mystery about your family that you've always wanted to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's a real contender for our next game. Do you have any other ideas for?
Yeah. The best idea I've ever come up with. This one's from me.
Okay.
Whack-a-mole, but with internet service provider service reps.
Okay, tell me about why this is the game you think we should be making.
Because I feel like just about everyone I've ever met has had problems with their ISP, including me, a lot. So I think it'd be very cathartic for some people. I feel like it would be a big seller just to be able to smash heads in. And they could be saying little things like, oh, why don't you reset your router and call me back? That kind of stuff as you're smashing them. I think that'd be excellent.
Okay. And how would we make money off this game? Just
I think it would just have to be the flat base rate of the game, but it'd be super easy to make, so
It probably would be, but I feel like Whack-A-Mole is a game that is widely available, and also
it's a cheap gimmick.
Okay. We'll put a pin in that one. That great game idea that you have come up with. And I'm gonna throw out an idea, which was submitted by Kyle Poe on Reddit. He says Mario and Sonic at the Hunger Games. Now you're probably familiar with their adventures at the Olympic Games. Mm-hmm. But what if Mario and Sonic and all their friends had to fight to the death in the Hunger Games?
Wow,
now, I'm thinking everybody obviously has their powers and advantages. Peach can float. I think she did that in a video game once. She floated. And then I honestly think Sonic's team kind of has the advantage here. They can either run very fast or fly or be super strong.
Maybe the arena has a bunch of those fire flowers and Mario's super strong because of that.
Yeah, they could probably bring in stuff. I mean, he'd probably have Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong would be in there. Bowser would be pretty hard to beat.
Right.
What happened in the Hunger Games?
What happened in the Hunger Games? Okay, so the idea would be a whole bunch of tributes. So the people from Mario and Sonic, etc., get placed into a battle arena and they fight to the death until only one of them wins, basically. But it's it's large, so it can take a couple days, and they have to survive for a while. That kind of thing.
And then two of them do have to fall in love to win. And personally, I do hope it is Mario and Sonic, and they do have to kiss. We do have to see Mario and Sonic kissing for you to win this video game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about legal concerns with bestiality coming into play, being that Sonic is a hedgehog.
Sonic has kissed a real human girl in one of his video games, so we won't be the first one to do this.
Oh, okay. In that case, it'd probably be fine, yeah.
Yeah, 2, are we sure that with Mario Odyssey there is some doubts if Mario is a human? So I think we're really in the clear no matter what.
Okay. All right.
No.
Just making sure we cover our bases here.
But between the Mario universe and the Sonic universe, who is your ideal pairing? Who is the two characters that you most want to see kiss?
I want to say his name's like Nails or something.
Tails?
No, you know what I'm thinking of is the Shadow. This is the black one with the red.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow. Okay, so Shadow. I like him.
You don't know.
Obvious.
You think
Clearly.
his name is Nails.
Clearly.
But
I don't know anything. You know, I was thinking of Knives, and that was not right either. And but we're getting there. So him, and then Daisy. Those are my two favorites.
I do think that there is going to be some, like, all of the princesses are going to want to murder each other right away. Mm-hmm. They are just, like, finding the guns and just be like, okay, where are the other princesses? I don't really care about anyone else. There can only be one princess. They all need to die except for me.
Okay. I think that could happen, yeah.
Yeah. So
there can only be one ruler in the end.
I do think Sonic can run super fast. I feel like Sonic has a strong advantage, unless there's like can we?
Rosalina's pretty magic.
If
I'm not mistaken.
I've not played that video game experience, so I am unfamiliar with her persona.
I have seen her on Super Smash Bros, and I think she's pretty good. I think.
Okay. Well, I think having all of these powers will definitely increase the video game-ness that is available to our people. Any other ideas you want to throw out before we pick our official game for the first episode?
Let's see. Ooh, yeah. All right, this is one I wanted to talk about. How about Sims Go?
Okay. How do you see this going? Because I have my own ideas for this game experience.
Well, why don't you go first? What do you have?
Okay. So as you know, Pokemon Go, you got to go out in the real world and collect Pokemon, whereas Sims is typically they're kind of hanging around the house, and you got to be like, hey, go eat, go to the bathroom. You really have to just tell them everything to do. So to merge these two concepts, we're going to have every time your Sim, obviously it'll be a phone app, every time your Sim needs something, needs to go to the bathroom or eat, you need to get up and open up the camera app on your phone and show them the toilet. And then they'll be like, okay, now I can pee. Or, oh, I need some food. You have to go to your fridge and be like, here's food. And then their food meter fills up.
Oh, boy. So it's kind of like a Tamagotchi, but...
It really is.
Like 3D.
And yeah, and you have to, you yourself have to get up to fill their meters. What was your idea?
I'm wondering if we can incorporate more of that definitely does the Go part. So I think that probably covers the Sims Go concept. But I was thinking maybe bouncing off of the Pokemon thing, you collect people instead of Pokemon. Okay. That was my first thought.
Man, I got so Beth. Beth is like a fire type human.
She's a fire type Sim. No. Oh my gosh, she's an oncologist. I just hit the big time. So I'm not sure which one of these ideas would be.
Would they be fighting or would they? Are they just like, man, I got all the Sims.
Well, you breed the ultimate Sim. I think that's the final endpoint here. That's what you do in Sims. Wait. As you pass on the generations, you get richer and more talented Sims as you go on.
Wait, you play The Sims as a breeding simulator?
A little bit. Well, Yeah. I mean, I think you could get to make your own Sims too. Oh man, there's so many ways you could go with this.
Okay, we could have you go. So when you're at home, and this is actually going to make the game harder and harder as you get more Sims. But when you're at home, Beth does need to go to the bathroom, so you do need to take her to the bathroom every so often. But then when you're out in the world, you're out at the mall. Hey, there's a Jerry. Man, I don't have a Jerry. Let me. How would you get the Sims? How would you get your Jerry? Obviously, with Pokemon, you throw a Pokeball at them and stuff. How do you capture a Jerry?
Maybe like one of those traps where you put a cupcake under a big box, and then when they go in there to get the cupcake, you pull the string out. But there'd be various kinds of traps, because,
You
Sims.
get, you got a different
Collect them all.
trap for every type of Sim.
Right, sure.
Yeah, because like
Some traps are more powerful than others. You have a higher trap rate.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking like, man, a doctor Sim isn't gonna fall for a cupcake. You need something like a stethoscope to appeal to his sensibilities.
Yeah, good. Perfect. That's a good
And
idea.
we will sell you all of these traps. You can collect them by, I don't know.
It's spinning sim stops. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
something.
yeah.
But there's not that great chance that you get in there. But we will sell each of these traps for $5 each, and
Right,
also
exactly.
also some potions or something that will fill all their meters right away.
Ooh, perfect.
But
Perfect.
but yeah, once you collect all 2,000 Sims, you will be having to live in your bathroom because they do all need to go to the bathroom.
Always.
I mean, so a really clever person is just going to like print up pictures of a toilet and like food and just show the camera that every once in a while, but I think it's going to take people a minute to figure out that metagame.
That mechanic. Heck
And-
yeah.
That is I think that is a very profitable idea we have right there. Should that be our game for this game
Oh man,
time?
I'm loving it.
Oh,
I think so. That's my vote.
okay. Our first earliest access game that you can buy right now. Back it on all the services that allow you to give us money. Is Sims Go. Totally coming to you soon. Thank you for listening to our first brainstorming idea thing. And we'll see you next time. This is
Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.